I'm here with Susan. Susan, what was your experience at the summit this week?
My experience was absolutely awesome. I met Don back in June for the first time, and he was very kind, compassionate, and very inspirational. And I learned more about Don here, about his story, and why asset protection is so important. And I'm very glad that he shared that story because it really hit home about just being a regular person and he did nothing wrong and all the things that then happened to him. So it really drives home why asset protection is so important, because it can happen to anybody. And while I was here, I learned new important strategies about how I could start earning a little extra cash. And when I just started looking at how much it was, gosh, that's more than my company's going to give me in a year for a whole, like a raise, right? I like, why wouldn't I want to do that and have and learn to be more financially responsible and have more income instead of paying, right? We all go back to the university to learn, why should I get paid to be I thought, well, that's a brilliant idea, of course. I also got signed up with Anderson here. I've met Anderson a few times, and I finally understood enough to feel comfortable in doing that. And I think that's one of the great things about coming to multiple seminars. Come back a few times. Don't feel like you have to buy everything today. It's a layer, it's a process. You learn more, you feel comfortable in with doing it, and Don tells you that in the seminar, that everything they hear is really valuable stuff, that you have to decide how much you can take action on and when you can take action and what you're willing to do, so you walk out with the right amount of things to use in your portfolio and you can build it and come back when you're ready to do more.
That's great. What is the newest thing you learned you're most excited to implement when you get home?
Well, the corporation structure was really interesting. I'm excited to be able to do that because I've learned more about how taxes work and tax strategies, so that I'm not paying so much to the government, because that's an awesome figure when you start looking at making money, how much you have to make for your hard-earned money, how much you have to give the government for your hard-earned money is a lot. I think that's a really good strategy. I'm already have a plan in place to talk with my advisors at Anderson to get that set up, and I was also really excited to hear about the stock market and how you can, with little risk, make a little bit of money. And that's another thing. I already have a small trading account. I've just never known what to do with it, and so now I do, and I can go home and act on it.
That's awesome. Any other thanks you want to say to any of the speakers?
No, to all the speakers, absolutely. Their time is valuable, and I'm glad that they came out and they shared what they have as far as their products and their knowledge, and they've helped me learn more. That gives me more tools in my life to be more successful with. So actually, all of them, and special thanks to Don, right? Without Don, none of us would be here. This wouldn't have happened. So I'm really grateful for whatever has happened in his life, that it's brought him to this place where he's been doing these seminars and helping people learn so they can have better lives themselves.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you.